If you're struggling to figure out what content actually works to market your SaaS or mobile app, this is the exact strategy I use to find high-performing content fast for $0 upfront and then scale it to reach millions of people profitably. And I've used this exact strategy to drive hundreds of thousands of app installs for my previous app Puff Count and scale it to $44,000 per month and monthly recurring revenue before I exited and sold the business to a larger app studio in Europe. And guess what? I'm doing it again to scale my latest app. And as you can see right now, it's finally kicking in. I am going to show you my exact process, starting with market research, launching deals and contests, analyzing which pieces hit the hardest organically, and then turning those winners into profitable paid ads. No fluff, no expensive agencies, no chasing creators around, calling them, emailing them 100 times, trying to get them to make a decent piece of content for you. Just simply a repeatable system that you can start today with $0 upfront, whether you're launching your very first product or you're scaling your existing business. So if you stick around and watch this video till the end, you will walk away with a battle-tested strategy for finding your best performing content before you ever spend a dime on paid ads. Let's jump into it. Okay, so this is going to be broken down into 4 different phases. Number 1 being market research. Number 2 being launching a deal and a contest. Number 3 is analyzing the organic winners from that deal and contest. And then number 4, we're going to scale on paid ads. I'm going to be doing this with you live in this video. I'm going to show you each part of this process that I go through to find winning creatives for my business. And then live on this video, I'm going to scale them on paid ads and show you just how powerful this strategy can be. Let's start with market research. I have dropped a full video on doing market research. If you want the in-depth guide on that, you can check out my other video that I posted. But for a brief rundown, market research is very simple. You type in your keywords on TikTok. For example, if you're launching a gym product, you can type in gym workouts on TikTok, and then you can just look at the most viral videos. This is your market research. These are the videos you're going to create. And then you can also go on the TikTok ads library or the Meta ads library, and you can see what other ads other brands are running. Brands are consistently spending money on this content. On TikTok ads library, you can show the ads from unique users seen from high to low. We can see which ads have the most spend behind them. So this ad is clearly crushing because it has 200 to 300,000 people who have seen it. We can filter this and only show active ads, which means brands are currently spending money. They're not going to be spending money on the ads if they're not profitable. So use the TikTok ads library, use the Facebook ads library, use TikTok organic searches, use Instagram organic searches, and find out what content works for your brand, even if you don't have any. And obviously, if you have previous winning content from your brand, you can use that as market research and use that to guide your strategy. Okay, so now comes the juicy part. How are we actually going to get this content? We are going to use a platform called Posted. And spoiler alert, this is my platform, but I wouldn't be recommending my own platform if I wasn't using it myself to scale my own app. And I'm going to show you how I'm using my own platform to grow my platform. We are using Posted to grow the Posted mobile app. As you can see here, our downloads have been up and to the right ever since we launched a deal and a contest. And I'm going to show you each one of these. And again, how you can get content with $0 upfront and 0 risk. Let's dive into it. Our primary product here is Creator Contest. So if you click Get Started, you can set up on the platform completely for free. You can read our website to check out more details. We have some example content here, and we even have some case studies and testimonials from brands who have done the same in the past. So if we jump to the platform here, you can see that we have one contest, which is live. And we also have one deal, which is live. And I'm going to go through each one of these, but I'm going to start with deals first because this is the lowest risk option. And this is something that you can start today with $0 upfront with 0 risk. Let me show you what I mean. If we go into our deal here, we can see that we have launched a deal for our project Posted, right? Here in the project overview, we explain what our product is, what it does, and then we set rules for the content as well. The creators must follow the brief and they must follow the rules if we accept their content, right? We can also choose which regions we want to show this to, right? So if we only want creators from the US, we only choose the US, but we don't mind the creators being from everywhere. And then here, you'll see the inspiration content. This is the content that we pulled from our market research, either looking at competitors or previous content that has worked for us in the past. So we put that there. This brief and this inspiration content is what the creators will see when they put together the content for your deal. And I'm going to show you how it works, right? So creators will come in and they will submit content to your deal. So watch this. This creator made this video and has an associated bid with it. So if I watch this piece of content and I like this piece of content and the bid is okay, I'm okay with the bid, I'm okay with paying this too much, I accept. I am able to watch the content and choose whether or not I want it before I pay a dime to the creators. This is the most powerful way to get content created, right? So we're going to go through the flow here. I'm going to go ahead and accept this piece of content from this creator. And what I'll also say is love this. So boom, I'm going to go ahead and pay for this content right now. So I can't show you this, but I'm going to pay for it. Boom. So we have successfully paid for that piece of content. Now the creator is going to post it on their own profile, on their own TikTok profile organically, and then we will own the rights to that footage. So I've done this a couple times already. I've accepted 7 pieces of content, right? And as you can see, if I click into one of these, we can download the video and we own the Spark Ads code for life. We own the piece of content and we own the Spark Ads code for life. And I want to show you what it looks like when, let's say, for example, a creator submits a piece of content and we think the bid is too high or we don't like the piece of content. You can write feedback. So for example, this guy, Eric Tyler, with 2 million followers, made this piece of content and we loved it, but we thought it was too expensive. He wanted $400. So we said, hey, Eric, could you do $150 for this post? And he said, sure. So he came back with a bid at $150. We accepted the piece of content. He posted it on his profile and we now own this video. We can download the video and we own the Spark Ads code for life. And as you can see, here are all of our accepted submissions. We own this. We can take them. We can download them. We can run Spark Ads, or we can run regular paid ads on TikTok, on Facebook, on Snapchat, wherever we want. And we can also repost this content across all of our socials. So that is Deals, the no risk way to get content created for your brand. And now I'm going to show you contests. So we also have a contest live for $3,000. Check this out. So contests are a little bit different. Same sort of structure here. You have a brief, you have rules, and you have available regions, as well as the inspiration content, right? But in a contest, creators will post organically on their own TikTok profile and compete to get the most views. So as you can see in this contest, we put up $3,000, which we paid upfront. And then we have this reward structure. So we are going to pay the top 26 creators based on how many views they get. Winner number 1 gets 500, winner number 2 gets 250, and so on. As you can see, we're going to own 26 pieces of content at the end of this contest. So this is a great way to get creators to compete to get the most views for your brand. The creators will compete with each other to win your prizes, right? And so if we look here, we have a ton of creators who have made content, right? But they didn't get enough views to win a prize. So this is almost free exposure for us. And the creators are fully aware of the leaderboard and of the prize pool. So we make it a very open and fair system. The creators can see your contest, they can see the leaderboard, and they understand whether or not they have a chance at winning, right? The creators can see this live leaderboard just like I'm looking at it. But if we take a look at, our number 1 piece of content here, this creator posted this piece of content on her profile for the chance to get paid. And she absolutely crushed it. She's at 8,000 views right now. She's in first place, right? We could take a look at another piece here. For example, Jakayla, check this out. An amazing piece of content. She posted this without getting any money up front for us, just at a chance of winning. So this contest is going to end in a couple days here. And based on who wins, we will own all of that winning content for life. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you what this contest looks like when it ends, because right now we have 4 days left on this contest, right? And you might be thinking, hey, you put up 3K and you only have 37,000 views. That's a bad CPM. Thing you need to understand is, as a brand, I know that this content is valuable because I know I can scale it on paid ads. So again, there's 4 days left in this contest. So we are going to get more submissions. We are going to get more views, and the CPM is going to go down. Creators tend to wait till the end of the contest to submit their content. But again, after this contest is over, I'm going to own the winning content for life to scale on paid ads. And not only that, I'm speeding up my learning curve to content market fit. Based on this contest and based on how these pieces of content do, I now understand as a brand what works for my brand, right? So I can take these learnings from this contest and I can scale it internally. I can start making videos on my own based on what these creators did very well. I'm speeding up my learning curve to content market fit. I'm making creators compete to get the most views for my brand, and I own all of the content afterwards. And furthermore, if one of these creators crushes it like Alyssa did, and I can invite her to my posted deal, and then I can get consistent content from her on a daily or weekly basis, right? This is the only platform you need to grow and scale your content engine. So we're going to let this contest finish up, and I'm going to show you the results here shortly in the next 4 days. I'll come back. But I want you to know right now, this is already a win for us, because I know for a fact some of that content that was submitted and it has a lot of views, I know that I'll be able to take that and run it profitably on paid ads. I'm going to show you the before and after of our paid ads dashboard as well. Right now, we're running some content that we got from a previous contest, and it's performing good. It's performing okay. But I know from this contest that I just showed you and this deal that we're running, we are going to get a better performing piece of content that we will be able to run profitably on paid ads. So with that being said, let's jump into the paid ads dashboard. Okay, so here is our current ads dashboard and our current performance. As you can see, some of these creatives we spent, thousands of dollars on, but check this out. So this is all content that we got from a previous contest. I want to show you something crazy. So this is our winning creative, right? It's where we spent the most money, crazy CPC, crazy low CPC, right? And it's converting like crazy for us. And we got this piece of content from a previous contest that we ran. So I'm going to show you that contest and how it ended up. Check this out. So that piece of content is from a creator named Mira and Jojo. I'm going to show you the
Get ready with me while
here.
I talk about the app. Post it. So as we grow
with me.
college or high school.
Amazing. Maybe I should do one of those, right? Show people how I do my makeup routine. But here is, just kidding. Here is our leaderboard, right? And as you can see, Mira and Jojo only got 2,000 views on that piece of content. So at face value, you think this piece of content flopped because it only got 2,000 views. It is our best performing, our best converting creative. And she got last place in the contest. And thank God she did, because that piece of content crushes. Views do not mean everything. The quality of the content, the audience of the creator, how they present, how they create their content is everything when it comes to scaling with short form content. So let's check out the video that she submitted. Here it is. So we own this piece of content now and we can scale it with paid ads. An amazing creator who had the opportunity to participate in our contest, and otherwise we would have never known that Mira and Jojo existed, right? We would have never reached out to this creator. But that's what the contest platform does. This is our whole goal with Posted. We're trying to make the interaction between brands and creators more seamless. We're trying to make it an efficient system, because the old system is inefficient. Gone are the days where you're paying tens of thousands of dollars to some big creator who doesn't give a crap about your brand, right? Stop paying big creators. Big creators are not the ones who convert the best. Running a contest and making the creators compete to get the best performing content for your brand is the way to go. And another thing, 95% of the creators out there don't get any deal flow. It's only the top 5% of creators who get all the deal flow, so they charge you insane prices. That's why they do it, because they get all the content deals, all the creator influencer deals, right? Our platform makes creator marketing much more efficient. From the bidding to making the creators compete to get the most views on the contest, you can join the platform for free. You can start a deal if your budget is lower, or if you're hesitant about spending money on a contest, start with a deal. It's okay. You can do it for free and you can watch the content before you pay for it. So I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to show you the results after our contest ends. I'm going to show you how many organic views we got. And then afterwards, I'm going to put all those creatives, all the winning creatives on paid ads. And I'm going to show you how our ad account scales. If you're enjoying the video so far, give it a thumbs up. Show the YouTube algorithm that you want to see more content like this that actually teaches you something, instead of watching the brain rot that we're all used to on YouTube. So give the video a like and you will see more content like this. It would also be greatly appreciated. And back to it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. The contest has finalized, and by the end of it, we hit 97 total submissions and 234,000 views. We got to a $13 CPM. Again, 234,000 views, and we had 97 creators submit a piece of content to this contest. And here are our winners here. The winner got 62,000 views, 40,000 for number 2, and so on. So we are going to own the top 26 pieces of content, right? We own all of this content. We're going to have the Spark Ads code, and we're going to be able to download all of these videos and run them on paid ads. And also, our deal has been crushing as well. We got 90 proposals. 90 creators submitted a piece of content without us paying them a dime up front. And I have actually accepted a few of these. We even have some more in review. Some of these are looking actually really good. Like this one, I
just made $350. It's going to tell you, link it to the post. You don't based on views. So if you get,
so we're going to probably approve a couple more of these. But in the meantime, in the past couple days here, I've accepted 12 posts. A lot of these got declined, but that's okay because we didn't spend any money on these, right? We did finalize 12 posts here. Something I want to make abundantly clear right here is we are sitting right now at a 30-cent cost per click and a $1.30 cost per install. So right now we're paying 30 cents per click from TikTok. And to get an install, we're paying about $1.30. So let's see how that number changes and ideally goes down after we run the new content that we've gotten from our contest and our deal. And if this video is feeling a little bit complex to you, stick around because I promise by the end of it, it's all going to make sense and it's all going to come together and you're going to see how our cost per click and our cost per install goes way down. Back to it. So we are going to take all this winning content from the deal and from the contest, and we're going to put it on our paid ads channel now. All right, everyone. So boom, our contest has ended. Our deals are still coming in. So we have a bunch of content live, and this is Mark, the wizard behind my paid ads. He ran all of my paid ads for Puff Count, helped me scale from 3K to 40K MRR. I'm opening the floor up to him to kind of go through our ad setup currently and what we're going to be doing with all this winning content from our contest and our deal.
All right, here's a very quick tutorial on how I took our winning content from the contest, uploaded it to TikTok, launched a test campaign, and got $1 CPI as the result coming in. So everything that you need to do when your contest is finished is you go ahead and you're going to copy the ad code from the contest. Now you navigate into TikTok and under Tools, Creative Library, you go ahead and select Spark Ads Post. You're going to apply the code for authorization and just click Confirm. Perfect. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to create ads using this post. So you're going to select app promotion, Smart Plus, turn on iOS 14 and select your app. Call this test one. Perfect. Now all you need to do is when you want US traffic, of course, you select US only. Language I would leave completely broad. I recommend you to do a test budget of around $75 a day with 5 creatives. Optimization goal should be install, and then you're going to turn on this toggle. Auto-rest post. And now you should select 5 videos here. In this case, we just added the one example video, so I will choose it here. Again, I recommend you to use at least 5 of your winning pieces of content. That's pretty much it. I would recommend you to use app profile pages. So you're going to click here. We already have one. So it's going to be this one, main one, confirm. In case you need to create one, there was the create button, and that's it. It's pretty much that simple. I'm going to show the exact campaign structure also that we've been running. So here are 2 campaigns with exactly the structure. As you can see here, the data is looking pretty good. We're going to click here on edit, and I'm going to show you the exact campaign structure that we are using. It's app promotion, Smart Plus, iOS 14 dedicated campaigns. We've posted as our app selected. I named, this is a Canadian campaign, so I named CA Smart Plus install. This was our 4th contest and the 3rd campaign, so I called it 4.3. This is Canada, but you can also do US, of course. Optimization goal, install, and we used exactly the structure that I recommended. In this case, it's 4 creatives, and we used our app profile page. This is exactly the structure that we've been using to receive $1 CPIs, like we can see here. $1 CPI with a total cost of $279. I hope that helped. And in case you have any issues connecting your Spark ID with your ad account and launching the ads, please feel free to reach out.
We are back now after a few more days of running the ads, and we just wanted to give a brief update on the performance of our new winning campaigns, because this always typically happens, right? The longer that you run the campaigns, the more the algorithms learn, the better the data gets, the more data you get inside. So the results just get better and better and better. And we're just going to give you a quick update here because our results have gotten much better.
As you can see here, by now we spent around $2,000. And when we check out Branch, we acquired 2,318 users with good CPI of 83 cents, which is amazing, right? When we initially launched in the first days, we had, I think, a CPI of around $1. Yeah, so it was around $1.20. We cut it down by 40 cents, which is quite a big percentage. And all this just because we let the ads run further and validate the data after some ad spend. This is also a recommendation I can give to you. Initially, when you launch, let the ads run for a few days before you cut them off, because performance normally will increase the longer the ads learn. And here are the results. So for 2K, we got around 2,300 users, 85 cents CPI, like really, really good results. All this content came from our posted contest and our posted deals. I'm happy with the data now, and we are ready to scale basically.
Okay, so I want to break down exactly what we did here. And this is pretty much everything, right? We ran a posted contest and we ran a posted deal, which got us a bunch of content. We then put all of that content into 3 separate campaigns, 5 pieces of content per campaign. You don't want to flood the campaigns with too much content or they won't get enough spend. You want to make sure that each piece of content is tested enough. So we let that run for 3 days at 300 spend per day. The more you let this run and the more money you put in, the more reliable the results are going to be. So, don't run this piece of content for 1 day at $40. It's not going to give you results, right? You need to give the algorithms time to learn about your content, learn about your ideal customer profile, and optimize these campaigns. And finally, once we let these 3 campaigns run for 3 days at $300 spend per day, we identified our top 5 winning creatives. There might be less for you. There might be 2, there might be 1, there might be 3, right? But whatever creatives are crushing for you, you put them into one campaign and then you scale this to the moon. And then guess what? We run the whole process over again, right? We take the learnings from these 3 winning creatives, and now we understand better what content we're looking for. So we're going to run another contest, and we're going to run another deal, and we're going to keep optimizing this content until we get to the most optimal piece, right? I've done this time and time again for every single one of my businesses. You can find 1 piece of content, 2 pieces of content that will scale profitably for you for years, right? You have to think about the scale of most of the markets out there and the scale of Facebook ads and TikTok ads. People are spending $50,000 a day, and we haven't even touched the surface here. This is the process to find winning paid ads, and we try to do it as fast as possible and reduce our risk as much as possible by running posted contests and posted deals. A huge shout out to Mark here. So go give Mark a follow. He's always dropping sauce like this in the ad space. If you join Posted and if you start a deal and start a contest, Mark and I will help you optimize your campaign. We'll help you take your winning creatives from your deal, from your contest, and throw those into paid ads. And we can do exactly what we did in this video for you as a brand. So go over to postapp.com, get started again completely for free, and you can achieve results like this.